Recently, I started building an office slash studio for myself because my mother-in-law has taken ill and she rooms with my daughter Mallory, who's almost 15 now. So they both need their separate space. And I have an office inside the house. We have a 4-bedroom house, 3 bedrooms occupied by 2 people apiece, except for my room, which has 3 people because Jackson sleeps in the crib in the corner because I have so many children and relatives in the house. 4 bedrooms runs out very quickly, especially when I'm using one for an office. So I'm building an office so my mother-in-law can have her own room, Mallory can have her own room, teenage girl needs her space, 82-year-old girl needs her space. Everybody wins. I have an office, I can soundproof it, I can look out at the yard while I'm recording. Everything is wonderful. Now, what is not as wonderful is that it costs a ton. Boards that cost $2 now cost $10. Boards that cost $10 cost $40. And OSB is $45. It's insane. And it takes a lot of OSB to sheath a house. So I needed all the help I could get. So I reached out to the people from Cooper & Hunter. A nice girl helped me. We're going to show the entire install of a Cooper & Hunter mini split to you guys. You're going to see what they're all about. It's 25 SEER, which is really, really nice. It's going to be a heat pump. It's going to cool about 140 square foot. The smallest unit that they have is a 9,000 BTU, so that's what I got. It is an inverter, variable speed. So we're going to see a whole lot of different things in action. A lot of you probably have never used Cooper & Hunter before. I actually found them on Amazon. The pricing was so good. I looked up some pricing for some competitive models that you guys might have heard about, and they were all way higher and didn't come with near the amount of stuff that this Cooper & Hunter kit comes with. It comes with, the heat pump. It comes with an air handler. It comes with line set, the wire, communication wire. It has a few knickknacks in it, and I believe some thumb gum as well. I haven't opened the package yet, but it feels like thumb gum is in this package. So, I'm going to show you a little bit about what it came with, and this will be the first of many videos which kind of shows the installation process. There might be a complete video, there might be segments, I don't know yet. But the stuff just got here, and I want to say a big thanks to Cooper & Hunter for working with me on this. I think it's going to be awesome. I look forward to trying out the product and installing it and taking you guys along for the ride. So this is the Cooper & Hunter heat pump condenser. You can see it looks a lot like some of the mini splits that we know and love. And while I don't think it has a blue coil, which makes it different than most mini splits, the fan is a blue color. So all mini splits have to be blue, at least in one part, I guess. That's not true. I'm just joking. That's not true. So here's what I want to ask you guys. You see this unit. You may not have used this brand before. You may recognize it looks similar to other brands. I don't necessarily recognize that, but you might if you've used a whole bunch of them. What do you want to know about this unit personally? Do you want to ask any questions? Do you want me to take any panels off? What do you want to know about this unit so you can compare it to what you know and love? Because I'm betting that a lot of you pro AC guys out there aren't as familiar with these as you are with Daikin, Samsung, LG. Those are more industry standard, whereas Cooper & Hunter is not. So whatever you want to know, I'll take a panel off, we'll look at a circuit board. I just want you guys to steer me in whatever direction you want. I can tell you one thing from lifting this thing up, it definitely seems heavier than a normal 9,000. I can lift it and move it, but it's definitely built like a tank. They're metal panels. I don't know if all mini splits have metal panels, but I've definitely put in some that were plastic by and large. These are metal, the grate's metal, the fan blade's plastic, the fan's pretty much standard, but a lot of the stuff is metal. The housing here is plastic, where you have your flare nuts. And here's the bag with flare nuts in it, so you can install them, or you can flare and forget these. That's what we do. We make a perfect flare with the NAVAC flaring tool, then forget these and leave them in this bag. And then we are tempted to swear, but we don't because we're God-fearing Christian men and women. So that's the outdoor unit. Let's take a look at the air handler real quick. Behind me I have the air handler and some of the kit, which includes a line set and some of the electrical components. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in on each of these. We can talk about each one of them and kind of compare with what you might have already used in the field. As you guys can see, there's several different things this kit comes with. We have, you know what, I don't even know what this is yet. This might be a little standoff brackets for the line set itself. Not sure. I'm going to research on this sleeve. Like I said, I just took all this stuff out. This is my initial view of the set. As we get into it, we're going to be doing this whole read the instructions deal, which I always do, despite what people say in the comments. I always do that. We have the communication cable, which looks like it's probably 14 gauge, something like that. And to redecide it, we have 3 wires, black, red, white, and a ground. Pretty standard fare. We have some tape, looks like to tape the line set with. And we have a little escutcheon plastic, escutcheon maybe to go through the wall. Not sure about this either, but that's what it looks like. And we have a lot of drain tubing, so enough drain tubing to go 16 feet. That's the line set that I have. And then of course we have the suction gas line and saturated vapor line. Since it's a mini split, we have both of those in 16 foot. They do come in longer, but I didn't need longer. And this is our, like I said, drain tubing, corrugated drain tubing, which I may use this, or I may just transition to hard PVC. I do like using hard PVC, but this looks like a decent flexible material. It's pretty rigid. It doesn't crush when you pinch it. So it would be fine, I think, as well. I typically would use this sort of piping on a shorter line set. If it's going to be longer, I like using something a little bit more rigid, like PVC. I think in the past, we've used 1/2-inch PVC for these mini splits, and it's worked very, very well. One thing I had to go through here and wipe this thing down whenever I touch it. I was working outside. I get my dirty hand fingerprints all over it, which always makes me paranoid. Now this is plastic itself right here. You're gonna have an opening here where you're gonna have your air coming out the bottom. There's a nice big opening on top, which I'll turn it around in just a minute. Looks like a little chromed out section here. I'm not gonna go into this too much. It's just aesthetics right now. I do like the size of the opening, which I will kind of show you guys here. I'm going to flip this around. So the return opening is facing more in a upward fashion. Sometimes they don't face quite like this on mini splits. This is coming right off the top. I like this. I think this is a really nice wide open style to do with these. You guys can make your comments on this. I'll be happy to look at this thing, answer any questions on this. Once I read up on it, we can open it up and look at it. Looks like some sort of air sensor right here, a thermistor. We have a filter here, and of course this comes with the thumb gum and standard fare like the mini split remote, wall mount for the remote. I do believe this is our drain for the bottom of the heat pump actually. And I'm gonna tell you what, we have a couple pieces of something here, which I'm not sure, it goes on the filtration. I know that there's some electrostatic things out there that you can add to these. So not quite sure, but that's a look at the Cooper & Hunter mini split indoor unit. And like I said, if you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments. Send me an email at hvacshoptalk@gmail.com. So make sure to send any questions in because I'm not installing these for a few weeks. So they're here. I can look into them. We can read about them. What do you want to know about them? Maybe something in the instructions, maybe the procedure. Whatever you want to know, let me know. I hope that you enjoyed the little tour here. I hope you're excited to see where this goes. I know I am. Having an office of my own that's going to be hopefully soundproofed and a little quieter. I want to worry about small children yelling in the background. Although I do love seeing them. Sometimes it's best for the recording to go without a screaming child or a door stopper being plucked the wall behind me. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I love taking you for the tour. Look forward to more and hope you enjoy the show.